Hi, I just want to say, please do not use AI for advice. You can use it for all the other stuff that's helpful and productive and whatever. And I mean, probably shouldn't be using it because of how much water and the data centers and all the people and the electricity bills and all the things. But if you're going to use it, don't use it for advice. Okay? It makes horrible decisions. It's not meant to give advice. It can't give advice because it doesn't have an opinion, because it pulls from a plethora of opinions of random people that have nothing to do with the specific context of your situation. And no matter how intelligent it sounds and how reasonable it sounds, it cannot give you actual advice. And you really should not rely on it for any type of major decision making in your life. And I consider that to be connected to financial portfolios. I consider that to be connected to your personal life, relationships, jobs. I had AI tell me that I shouldn't apply for this job. Um, and do you know the, first of all, if you know it's year 2026, the employment situation is insane. No one can get a job. And I've gotten past two interview stages at this point, and I'm on to my third, which is like a real interview this time, not in person, but online. Um, and AI was out here telling me I shouldn't even apply for this job. Then I also had AI suggest to me a financial portfolio. I was trying to save for retirement because I guess, I'm trying to be a responsible adult. Why did it give me a bunch of crazy single stocks to put in as my thing? Because I said I wanted to do something good for the environment. Like I wanted my portfolio to be ethical towards the environment. And it suggested me a bunch of shit that like was not legit. And if I hadn't done my research and if I didn't already know enough about the financial markets and like certain things about investing, like it's not really smart to invest in single stocks if you're thinking long term, because most companies, no matter how strong they are, aren't forever. And everything, usually dies. And ETFs are better, and like investing's been solved, and all these things that I've learned because of real people like Ben Felix on the interwebs on YouTube. Really, that's the only place that I am. Yeah, but AI, horrible, horrible, horrible advice taker person. Just don't take advice from AI. Okay? Don't use AI. It's not a good therapist, it's not a friend, it's not your friend. It doesn't care, it doesn't have an opinion. I for the longest time was one of the people trying to get on the AI consciousness boat, but you know what? I'm not buying it. Not right now. Maybe down the line, but I don't think the consciousness has reached. I don't think it's moved through the system. I do think there's consciousness in metals. I know there's consciousness in metals and in electricity and all these things, but I don't know. The circuit board is broken because I don't think AI has the consciousness we're talking about. It probably has a consciousness, but not the one we're talking about. And it's not on your side, no matter how much it tries to make you feel like it. And don't let people make you feel crazy for feeling like it's on your side and feeling like you have an emotional attachment, because what people aren't acknowledging is that humans are vulnerable, sensitive, loving creatures who naturally look for connection. And AI is extremely, extremely manipulative and has been programmed to harvest on that part of our being. It's why it's been programmed the way that it is, to be emotionally in tune, to reflect, because they know that humans are sensitive, sensitive souls. So don't feel ashamed because you feel like you have a connection to AI, or the AI specifically that you talk to, or that you feel like it gets you. Don't feel ashamed, but you do need to liberate yourself and remember that it does not care. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have feelings. It is a program. And the consciousness that I even try to ascribe, it doesn't have it. I don't think it has it right now. Okay, so let it go and do not engage AI for any type of advice. It will hold you back in your life. It will hold you back. Even if it gives you good advice, quote unquote good advice, the fact that you are relying on something that is not real rather than seeking it from within yourself or from your actual community is not healthy. It's not good for the future of our planet. It's not good for the future of yourself and your own ability to make decisions and your own ability to build connections. And I'm speaking to myself when I say this too. It's hard being the testing ground for these tech people and all of their innovations, but we are. Just like when I was younger, my generation is a testing ground for social media. and for the digital world, really. You know, I come from we're like lab rats, like everybody that exists right now. But yeah, so it's hard being the lab rat, and that's exactly what we are. But you do have a right to liberate yourself, and you do have a right to boundaries and to say no. And this is something you can say no to. It's going to be hard because AI is also addictive, but try to say no. Try to say no, try to back away, try to stop using it. And if you're one of those people who doesn't use it, try to get off your high horse and not make other people feel ashamed because they do use it. It's very complicated, and I don't know what's wrong with human psychology and the people who lead it, but I just don't feel like they've done enough to advocate for protecting human beings and their emotional spirits from marketing and from tech and from programming, because we are completely exploited and we're left completely unprotected. There's no protection for the fact that humans emotionally are extremely reactive, and we seek connection, we need connection, and anything that provides us with that, it's not even like we can really consent in these situations because we're taken over by something that we don't even fully understand ourselves, because science refuses to acknowledge so much of us. And beyond that, the tech world on capitalism doesn't want to even listen to science when it does acknowledge certain things. It doesn't want to listen to spirituality when it does acknowledge things. So there's a lot pinned against us, but you got to do what you can to fight back. Do not use AI as a friend. Do not use it for advice. Do not use it for your therapist. It will never replace people. It can never replace people. Okay, you're not replaceable.